Let's be honest, every mom dreams of a stress-free Christmas dinner. One with all the favorites, but with less time spent in the kitchen and much more time spent with family and friends. Now, Chef Bass is here to show us how to make a Christmas dinner in just under an hour. In fact, I want to kind of cut that time in half, Chef Bass, because a Christmas dinner needs to be full of goodness, so delicious and simple. I need it done in 30 minutes.
Got you.
You got me?
Got you.
Okay, well then, Dumi, lead us to the promised land. Girl.
Let's go to this promised land. Palisa, before we go too far, my friend, I'm going to ask you please to go into the fridge for me there, take out one of our baking dishes, because we're going to start with our Simply Chicken Steaklets. Now, I've got them over here. If you can see, we're looking at the creamy garlic flavor. It comes in a couple of different flavors, and the reason why I always want to include it in my cooking is the fact that it uses real chicken breasts. It is simple and easy to cook. Like, for instance, these steaklets that I'm about to make now only go into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes at 200 degrees. You know there's no pork, you know there's no MSG, so you know you're feeding your family everything. But everything, the goodness included, the flavors, it's all in there. So let that baby go in the oven, do its thing. But we need other things to accompany it, right? So we've got the creamy spinach that I'm about to make. But I see you've already started, Chef. You've started with that pumpkin.
So we need our sides to our dish. So that's doing the thing for us right there. So what we're going to do is a pumpkin, Pali. So I've already cut them into wedges. And then what we're going to do is just pop them into the tray. Nice roasting tray over there.
Okay.
And then we're going to make a basting for it. So we're going to do some olive oil, brown sugar. Oh.
So, Chef, as you are adding the brown sugar, I want to find out from you. I'm already seeing, in this time of year, you get different sizes of pumpkins and also different techniques when it comes to cutting the pumpkin. Sometimes I can't always get it even, you know, like an even kind of, this is the perfect example. All of mine look like this. How important is it to make sure that all the shape is consistent throughout?
So obviously, if you cut it the same size, it's going to cook evenly. Because if you've got one that's a little bit thinner than the other, that one's going to burn, and then the others are not fully cooked. So you want to make sure that it's cooked properly. Okay. So a little tip for you is the back of the knife, the heel of the knife, use that because it's so hard. That part of the knife is going to help you cut it nicely and cut it, you know, better.
Wow, so also the angle matters. Okay, I've got that.
So we're just going to pour this over here.
So what else did you add to the base?
Some cinnamon, and then also a little bit of salt. And then we're just going to brush that on there.
Make sure that that is quite generously lathered on that pumpkin. And whilst you do so, we are fully in the festive season, Bass. And I just want to get like a sneak peek into your own household and how you grew up. I mean, is there anything about Christmas and this time of year that truly stands out for you?
So for my family, we're a family of foodies, right? So every celebration in our household is marked with food. Yeah. So it's food and more food. So I am so excited because hey, I'm a chef. I love to eat.
That's what it's all about. Now, I hope that this dish and all the dishes that we're going to be preparing today is going to kind of do the talking for you. Yeah. But I can only imagine how lucky your mom feels, knowing that she's got a son out there who can help in the kitchen when it comes to preparing that Christmas dinner. So what will you be bringing to the table this Christmas?
Can I be very honest with you guys? I'm probably the laziest chef that you will ever find. So I bring me to the table, but also because I'm a pastry chef, my family really enjoys for me to make dessert. Yeah. So I'll probably bring the dessert to the table.
Okay. Well, this is delicious. That pumpkin, the spinach, I like to have everything in one bite. And it's so nutritious as well. The Simply Chicken is cooked to perfection, Dumi.
I love the fact that you're saying that because that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that everything that we put on a plate not only looks good, but it tastes good and it is nutritious as well. So making the spinach that I've got over here, I've started off with sort of like a roux where I've got our butter, I've got some salt, some flour I've added in there. I've also added my beef stock that's got in there. But if you want to, you can add some veg stock, I've added that in there. And that's the base for my spinach, which is the creamy spinach that we're making. And into this, I just go in with some already blanched spinach. This helps with cutting down the cooking time. So it also maintains all those nutrients. So as you can see, it's still nice and green and vibrant with that color. And then onto our plate goes our Simply Chicken Steaklets. And the reason I love this is because we're using the creamy garlic flavor. So imagine
girl, yes, that's what it is. I literally was just waiting for you to finish your thought because I was going to say, what is that extreme... First of all, all the creaminess. There's nothing dry about it. It's succulent, it is creamy, it is perfect, but that garlic flavor definitely comes through.
It definitely comes through, and that's what I love about it. It's a self-sourcing steaklet. You don't need anything in there. We've got the cream spinach, so the sweetness of the pumpkin. You've got the saltiness from the spinach coming in there. You've got that garlic from the chicken. I mean, everything in one plate.
I mean, the most that you had to do here was make the spinach. It's so simple. You put everything in the oven, that goes in the oven. Easy vibes.
Yes, okay, easy vibes, that's what it's all about. And it's so funny that you did say that you normally would bring desserts because that pumpkin, there was a sweetness to it that was just so, so delicious. Now, Christmas meals doesn't need to be complicated. Let's keep dinner time simple with Simply Chicken. Get your hands on this delicious recipe. Simply visit afternoonexpress.co.za.